Villains are a staple in any form of storytelling. They serve as the primary source of problems and challenges a protagonist faces on their journey. Whether it be through direct confrontation or manipulating events to cause strife in the hero's adventure, a good villain is essential in creating a captivating story. Throughout the course of existence, we've seen plenty of exceptional characters who play this role to a T. The Joker, Voldemort, Emperor Palpatine, Syndrome, Scar, and Thanos are just a few examples of how a well-written villain can set the tone of an entire movie, often becoming fan favorites, and for many, straight up stealing the show. But what happens when the villain isn't well written? What happens when the primary antagonist of a movie provides no real substance to the story and its characters? What happens when the character's backstory, motives, and personality are so absolutely, positively, unequivocally stupid that no sane person would ever consider them a good, let alone fan favorite character? Well, in most cases, that character would be chastised, slandered, and eventually forgotten. But Dragon Ball Z isn't most cases. And these villains, who are objectively poorly written characters, are still easily some of the most beloved, most memorable, and most bad characters in the series. The characters I'm talking about today are the villains seen across Dragon Ball Z's movies. Dragon Ball in its entirety has had quite a lot of movies to its name, some of which are really fun watches that introduce genuinely well-written characters into the series. However, from a more objective standpoint, a lot of them aren't exactly masterpieces. Don't get me wrong, I love these movies. But when we're looking at it from an unbiased standpoint, my opinion as someone whose favorite anime is Dragon Ball, has played a bunch of the games and collected too many figures, might not be the most impartial. Regardless, I have a few characters selected I want to talk about. And who better to start with than the one who inspired me to make this video, the legendary Super Saiyan, Broly. Broly as a character is so f***ing stupid. Broly was born on planet Vegeta with a power level of 10,000. To put that into perspective, Master Roshi at the start of the series blew up the moon with an estimated power level of 280. So as you can imagine, he's pretty damn strong. This insane power level reading was seen as a threat by King Vegeta, who decided that the best and most humane way to deal with it was to stab him in the gut. This assassination attempt failed, and Broly survived, leading to him and his father Paragus escaping planet Vegeta's destruction, seeking revenge on King Vegeta and anyone related to him. Except, that's not entirely true. While he did escape the planet, and he was stabbed, Broly's hatred didn't fall on Vegeta. No, Broly's severe, unrivaled anger and rage fell upon another victim, Goku, who committed the unjustifiable, horrific crime of crying next to him when he was a baby.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
You heard me right. Broly, one of the toughest, coolest villains in the entire franchise, is motivated purely by Goku not shutting the fuck up as a baby. And you want to know the worst part? Despite this, for a lack of a better word, stupid backstory, he's still so damn cool. I mean, just look at the guy. Tell me this isn't one of the most menacing designs you've ever seen. This man was out here busting out the wombo combo on everyone. He was out here using Ultra Instinct before Ultra Instinct was even a thing. He was such an overwhelming presence that he tanked a Kamehameha point blank, broke Goku, both figuratively and literally, and then proceeded to use him as a trampoline. You can't get much cooler than this. Up next on the chopping block is the living incarnation of evil himself, the devil who fought the angel born in hell, the ruthless and sadistic demon, Janemba, also known as Majin Buu from the Reject Shop. Look, obviously they're not entirely the same character. I mean, Janemba's origin is actually pretty cool. He's quite literally, without exaggeration, a being of pure evil, created when all the evil energy inside a machine designed to cleanse souls explodes, exposing the energy to something even worse. A Gen Z kid. However, unlike Majin Buu, Janemba is almost entirely mute, aside from his fat form, where he provides deep and meaningful dialogue with the heroes, such as Janemba. And Janemba. As a character, Janemba provides nothing of substance. However, like most Z villains, Janemba does have some redeeming qualities. For starters, he looks so damn cool. There is one thing these movies don't miss on. They cook with the character designs. Also, my personal favorite part about this character, he has some of the coolest attacks we've ever seen in a Dragon Ball character. I mean, he's virtually got it all. He has a greatsword created from whatever this is. He has portals to redirect attacks. He can shoot out projectiles from the mirror dimension. Bro, he can turn himself into Lego bricks and reappear anywhere he wants. And he has a rage form? Yeah bro, you good. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. The last villain I wanted to talk about shares a lot of similarities with Janemba. Only this time around, he has literally no personality. I just wanted to mention him because I think his designs and backstory are awesome. And also I wanted to pan out the video a bit longer. The Phantom Margin, also known as Hirudegarn, has what I believe to be the most detailed and intricate design in the series. Both his husk and his awakened forms both look incredible. Hirudegarn was originally a demon god who purified the hearts of people living on planet Konat. But after his transformation into a Phantom Margin, he broke free from his statue and started murking everyone. After a scuffle with two Kenoshians, Tapion and Minosha, he was split in half and had each half sealed in their bodies. The two were then sealed in the hopes that they would never be found and subsequently release the beast. Like, come on, you can't tell me that doesn't sound like one of the sickest origin stories for a villain. Even if the villain himself is Buns, you gotta admit this is cool. Also, side note, he has Flame Breath. Flame Breath is awesome. I think part of the reason why I love Dragon Ball so much is that they can seemingly make any villain, no matter how stupid, and turn them into beloved characters. I mean, Hirudegarn maybe not so much, but Broly and Janemba are absolutely fan favorites, and you can't convince me otherwise. I mean, come on, they're basically in every single Dragon Ball game. They wouldn't be nearly as seen if they weren't at least somewhat liked by the community. I mean, look at Dr. Wheelo, like come on, where the hell is my Dokkan Fest Elara cards?
Capture those zones, stop that ram, and clear that minion lane. And a special shout out to the Knight faction, Incredibilis.